Overseas next, President Obama is in L'Aquila, Italy, which was devastated by an earthquake earlier this year. It's the site of the G8 summit of the world's largest industrial nations. High on the agenda is climate change, the global economic recession, and the danger posed by nuclear programs in North Korea and Iran. Jake Tapper is in L'Aquila tonight.
With Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi as his guide, President Obama visited the L'Aquila earthquake zone today to help revitalize the region where more than 50,000 residents are still homeless. Berlusconi moved the G8 summit here. This evening, the G8 leaders would not support tougher sanctions against Iran for its post-election violence, nor sanctions against Iran or North Korea for their nuclear weapons programs. Instead, they issued statements.
It's very important for the world community to speak to countries like Iran and North Korea and encourage them to take a path that does not result in a nuclear arms race in places like the Middle East.
When it came to global warming, environmentalists had been hoping for bold action on climate change, but little consensus was achieved. The target had been for G8 and other nations to arrive at specific commitments to reduce greenhouse gases. Instead, they agreed upon a non-binding goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% worldwide by 2050, with a goal for industrialized countries of 80%. They hope to limit the rise in global temperatures to no more than 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And the G8 failed to get major polluters such as China and India to go along. Developing nations complained that the industrialized world has not followed through with aid and technology to help them.
And we'll be working with the developing countries between now and then to try and firm up commitments.
But the G8 has fallen short on some of its commitments. When the G8 in 2005 promised a $25 billion increase in development aid to Africa, they only delivered 1/3 of that money.
It's precisely this time that we need to support the African countries that are actually being hit very hard by the economic crisis.
To enhance accountability, the G8 nations said they would provide their first ever report containing data indicating what money pledged had been delivered to developing nations. But a humanitarian organization said what these nations need is not recooked promises, but immediate action. Charlie?
Jake Tapper, who's at the G8 summit traveling with the president. Thanks.